Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I am so happy that you are here. It is time for another Fragrance Friday. I try to do these, well, I do have a fragrance video every Friday, and then occasionally I have other fragrance videos sprinkled in here and there. I have a collection review, and this is the entire line of one of my favorite perfumes, and one of my favorite lines, both because I love the bottles so much, and then I really do enjoy the scents on, not all of them, but most of them as well. This is Moschino Toy, so I do have all four of the flankers in this line. I have Toy, I have Toy 2, I have Toy Boy, and I have Toy II Bubblegum. We're going to start with Toy, which is the hardest to find. It was a limited edition. It was part of a Sephora collection, and it kind of came and went very quickly, and I think a lot of people missed out on it. I don't know how widespread it was. I did purchase this in my local Sephora back in 2014 when it came out. I can't believe it's been that long, but it's my most fun bottle, I feel, because it is literally a teddy bear, and you pull off his head, and there's the bottle of perfume in there. But he does have his little shirt that says, "This is not a Moschino toy," and this was created because of Jeremy Scott. He took over of Moschino the year earlier, and his collections are always just so fun and so cute, and I love the aesthetic of Moschino. Okay, I'm going to give you all of the notes from Fragrantica just to kind of get them out of the way really fast. The top notes are cardamom, juniper berries, mandarin orange, and bergamot. Middle notes are lavender, violet, and hawthorn. Base notes are cedar, moss, sandalwood, and vanilla. I do have issues with lavender, so I can't wear a lot of lavender fragrances, and I wear them pretty sparingly because it will give me a headache. This is definitely, of the four, I feel this is the most traditionally unisex of them. When you spray it, it does on first smell kind of reminds me of Old Spice. If I'm thinking of what Old Spice, my dad used to wear it when I was little, and it kind of gives me that scent memory. It does smell nice. It kind of smells like a men's cologne. It has the air of that, but it really is, it's really pretty, and it's something that I don't wear a lot, but I mean, part of it is because how am I ever going to replace this scent? You really can't. This is very hard to find. I haven't actively been looking for it, obviously, because I have it, but I know that when things are limited like this, they do tend to have a lot of increase on the secondary market. I have a few fragrances that I've been searching for that just keep going up, and I'm like, no, they're too much. But yeah, as it dries down, it feels less like a men's cologne, and it kind of just mellows out. You get the citrus, you get a little bit of the woodiness in there, and there's some florals in the background. This doesn't give me a headache right off the bat. Obviously, I don't overspray this. I'm not an oversprayer in general as it is, but you start off with like kind of that Old Spice feeling. After a couple minutes, it kind of mellows out, and it's just a really pretty kind of clean, not soapy clean, but kind of fresh and outdoorsy type of a scent. It's very pretty. I really like it. So that is Toy. And yeah, one of my favorite bottles. So a few years later, they came out with Toy 2. This didn't come out till 2018. And obviously, when I saw this come out, I was really excited because while I do enjoy Toy, it's not one that I wear on a regular basis. But this one was made for women. This one is kind of dusty. This one was made for women. So I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. And then I smelled it and I was like, oh, yes, it's very nice. These are what all of the bottles kind of function or look like now. They are modeled after this, so it's more of a sculptural teddy bear, more abstract. The lids are plastic, and then the bottle is glass, and then they have like the frosted arms and legs to give some contrast, and then they have like the little hat slash like lid, you know, like a traditional lid on a perfume as well. Like I said, this one came out in 2018, and I was immediately hooked on this one. It doesn't look like I've used very much of it, but it is a it's a pretty scent, but it has like a slight oddness to it, which we'll talk about in a second. So the notes on this one are apple, mandarin orange, and magnolia. Middle notes are white currant, peony, and jasmine. Base notes are musk, amberwood, and sandalwood. I think what is a little off-putting to me is the magnolia. I sometimes like magnolia. Sometimes it has like a waxy quality to it that is just a little off-putting to me if I smell it too strongly, and I just don't like it. I like this one because I get that orange and I get the apple. Like they're kind of blended together. The apple just kind of brings the citrus down just a little bit so it's not as in your face. As I like a slightly brighter citrus usually, but I do like this one. But this, I have to be definitely in the mood to wear this one. This is not an everyday fragrance for me. It's more of a springtime scent to me, to be honest. Yeah, I do. I need to wear this one more. I have so many perfumes. I neglect perfumes on the regular. And this one is very pretty. I think this one, a man could wear it. It's a little sweet, but I don't think it doesn't feel overly florally, and it doesn't feel like a sickeningly sweet fragrance. There are some of those out there. So I think you could, I think this could be a unisex fragrance, but it definitely feels more feminine than the original Toy. It's really pretty, but like I said, that waxy kind of quality to it just puts me off just a little bit. Like I smell it and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, what is that? So yeah, it's a nice fruity, but it feels like a more mature, less sweet fruity. And a lot of the time I'm reaching for those, very kind of sweet, bright type of fruits fragrances. The newest one to my collection, but not the newest flanker, this one came out in 2019, is Toy Boy. I always want to call it Boy Toy, but it's Toy Boy. And as you can see, it's just a black version of the Toy 2 bottle. It's all, it's opaque. You can't see through it. Sometimes you can see a little bit, but even like looking at it straight on with the light, I can't see what the fragrance levels are in there. The lid is plastic. Mine got a little scuffed. I bought a gift set and it wasn't wrapped. Like it was just kind of sat in there, and he kind of moved around. So like the top is scuffed and his nose is scuffed just a little bit, but the bottle still is glass, but it's like a shiny. It doesn't have that two-toned, doesn't have that frosted glass to it that the Toy 2 bottle does. So the notes on Boy Toy are pink pepper, pear, Indonesian nutmeg, elemi, and bergamot. I'm not sure what elemi is. It looks like maybe a resin. Yes, it is a resin. It has a strong presence right at the moment. So, and bergamot. Middle notes are rose, magnolia, clove, and flax. Base notes are silcolide. Man, this is a challenging one. See, I don't do men's fragrances. I have nobody to wear them, so unless it's something I'm really interested in, these are notes that I'm not as familiar with. This looks like another resin. It's an amber musk animalic smells. It's a synthetic musk amber. Okay. Cashmere, Haitian vetiver, sandalwood, and amber. Let's go over those again now that I kind of know what all of these are. And maybe you knew what these were, but I like to try to learn as I am learning about fragrances. And I'm definitely not well versed in men's fragrances. So top notes are pink pepper, pear, Indonesian nutmeg, elemi, and bergamot. Middle notes are rose, magnolia, clove, and flax. Base notes are silcolide, I think that's how you say it, cashmere, Haitian vetiver, sandalwood, and amber. This one, as I said, like I could smell it as it was kind of drying down. It's very strong. I just put one spray, and I didn't even spray close to me. Like I held it out over here because I just got some perfume from the last spritz on my iPad, and I was like, I don't want to cloud the screen with that. It's strong. It doesn't have any sweetness to it, like at all. It says it has pear. I could not smell the pear in this to save my life. It smells spicy. It's not necessarily something that I wouldn't wear. It would be something that I would have to be in a very, very particular mood to wear, if that makes sense. It's stuffing me up just a little bit, getting a little bit of sinus issues after spraying this one. Sometimes that happens when you spray too many things, or if they are strong notes. I feel like I do get the pepper in there. I definitely get a peppery note. It must be some of those resins and woodiness. Like I'm getting some woodiness, but like a clean woodiness, not like a smoky one. And it's not like an oud or Akagalawood. I know I just butchered that, but it's not that type that's like in Delina and Angel Nova. It's not that type of a woodiness. It's interesting. It kind of, and maybe this is just because I smelled this last night, the new Tom Ford Ebony, or it's the woody, smoky one. It reminds me a little bit of that, but that one smelled a little sweeter. So I could see that women would enjoy this, and it could be unisex if you like woodier fragrances. But this would be something that I would wear. I can't see myself reaching for this in the winter, but maybe in the fall. Because it's kind of interesting, but it's not something that I can see myself wearing, at least right at the moment. Tastes change and stuff, but honestly, I wanted the bottle. And it's one of the only like traditionally men's fragrances that I have. Most of mine are traditionally female fragrances. I know you can wear whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I like sweet scents. I like girly scents. If there's too much wood, that my skin chemistry just brings out the wood. So like, I don't like Delina because all I get is incense. Kind of the same with Exclusive. Just, I don't get that sweetness that other people get Angel Nova. Like, it's beautiful, and then it just turns woody, and I don't like it on me. That's not what I feel comfortable in. That's not what I enjoy smelling. I don't mind testing them, but I don't know if I would want to smell this on my body all day, if that makes sense. Okay, we have made it to the newest one in the line. It is II Bubblegum. Favorite color is pink. I did not plan to wear a shirt with pink because I was talking about this, but it's pink. It does have that frosted glass like II does. It has the solid pink head. I kind of wish they would have done like the similar to II, where the head is kind of see-through just a little bit, but that's okay. This one is very much what it says. This came out in 2021. It took a little while for it to get here. They got it in Europe before we got it in the US, and I was impatiently waiting. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for Gucci Guilty Love 2021. I love this one. This is obviously my favorite after my little like sweet kind of rant. This could be a little sickeningly sweet depending on when you wear it and what your mood is. There are days when this would be a complete no-go because I would just find it off-putting, but I feel like this is one, and as much as I like it, I don't think I would wear it to work. I just can't see if my students could smell me, they would like deal with this well. I should tell you the notes before I continue talking about it. I keep smelling it because it smells so good. I really like it. Sometimes I smell because I'm trying to like form my thoughts and see if I can smell other things, because sometimes my brain it takes a while sometimes to process through all of the things it's getting. The notes on II Bubblegum are candied fruit, bitter orange, and lemon. Middle notes are bubblegum, Bulgarian rose, blueberry, peach, cinnamon, peach blossom, and ginger. Base notes are musk, ambroxan, and cedar, which is interesting. The base notes are so down there that I think they're just kind of grounding it, giving it some longevity. I don't get that at all. I get a fruity bubblegum. If you think of like bubble tape, Hubba Bubba, you know, the good gum that we got as kids. I think I'm getting a little bit of the peach in there and a little bit of the mandarin because it smells fruity and delicious. And the bubble gum doesn't last a long time. Like you get it and it kind of, I feel like I can smell it on and off, but I still get that pretty fruitiness to it throughout the day. And I don't mean this in any derogatory way at all, but it kind of smells like it would fit in with the Britney Spears line because, you know, her fantasy line, I feel like this could have been in that line. It has that bright fruitiness that's just delicious and it almost smells like you could drink it. It makes me very happy. It's super cold when I'm recording this and I still want to like douse myself in this right now because it smells so good and I'm just like feeling a little bit intoxicated by it. So that is it. That is my review of the 4 toy perfumes from Moschino. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on them. Let me know if you have any of them, if you have all of them, if you were lucky enough to get the original toy. Your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. And please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I can't wait to talk to you guys next time. Bye.